Pelican uses and recommends Bob Ashlock Tech for all CDI Box repairs and upgrades. Bob was instrumental and generous in sharing his knowledge in this production of this article and video. CDI, or Capacitor Discharge Ignition Box, was introduced in 1969 using a 3-pin connection triggered by a points-type distributor. With the introduction of the 911 SC in 1978, they changed to a 6-pin to accommodate a reluctor pickup distributor. The three main areas of the ignition system are the CDI box, red arrow, the coil, blue arrow, and the distributor, green arrow. All of these components can fail, and we will go over troubleshooting them. We are showing the troubleshooting on an SC, but explaining the procedures for the early 3-type pin system first. As you can see here, this engine had a pot on the underside of the distributor cap come loose and get caught between the rotor and the cap, destroying both. This is not a common problem, but needs to be checked if you're having ignition problems. The first test is to see if there's a spark coming out of the coil high tension lead that goes to the distributor. Remove the distributor end of the high voltage cable and plug it into a grounded spark plug, red arrow. Important, never leave the high voltage lead of the coil unterminated, as the coil can become permanently damaged if power. Make sure the body, threaded portion of the spark plug is well grounded, indicated by the blue arrow. Do not hold the wire or plug, as you can become injured. Attach the other end of the cable to the engine ground, green arrow. Crank the engine over and observe for a spark. If you observe spark, then go on to test the next stages. If you have no spark, verify the continuity of that short cable. If that shows good, then go to the next step. Inspect the rotor of the distributor. Verify the rotor is actually turning when you crank the engine. If that's good, then check the rotor for continuity. For radio noise suppression, the rotor probably has some resistance between the center contact and the outer contact that the spark jumps from. But if you measure more than 6,000 ohms, or especially an open circuit, the rotor resistor is likely burnt open. This is a common problem with the early cars that will result in no spark to the plug wires attached to the distributor. Remove the attached wires and measure the continuity of the coil with an ohm meter. It should present about 0.5 to 1 ohm from the coil positive to coil negative, red arrows. Next, measure the ohms between the coil negative to the center terminal on the coil, red arrows. There should be around 700 ohms. However, this does not guarantee that the coil is good, because it can also be internally shorting or arcing when operated under powered conditions. This is a common failure with the Bosch silver coils made in Brazil. So the best way to determine whether the coil is good is to temporarily substitute another known good coil. A common inductive coil will suffice. It just won't produce the high energy spark like a Bosch CDI low induction transformer coil does. But it's good enough for troubleshooting, no spark problems, and it won't hurt your CDI unit. If still no spark after coil substitution or replacement, then move on to testing the CDI wiring harness and power. Here is a simplified end view of the connector into the 3-pin CDI unit. For this, you can determine the pin locations on the harness that plugs into it. First, make sure the CDI unit is grounded. There are 2 tabs, D, for the grounding, red arrow. One goes to the vehicle chassis and the other through the harness, which provides a ground for the coil. Remove the cable plug from the CDI for the following steps. Determine that the CDI continues to receive 12 volts at terminal B, red arrow. The center pin on the harness both during the time the ignition is switched to the on position and when it is in the start position. Verify that the point signal is really arriving at the CDI cable plug-in, pin C, indicated by the red arrow. Using an ohm meter, verify that when the points are open, you get an open circuit on pin C. When the points are closed, you should get continuity to ground. Verify that the point signal is really arriving at the CDI cable plug-in on pin C. Use an ohm meter, verify when the points are open. You get an open circuit on pin C, and when the points are closed, you're getting a continuity to ground. Verify continuity from plug A to the coil positive terminal, and verify coil negative terminal is grounded to the engine chassis. Troubleshooting the harness is now complete. Put the harness back into the CDI box. This is a simple test to determine if your 3-pin CDI unit is functional. It does not test all of the parameters for full performance. Simply verifies basic functionality and the ability to produce a spark. 1. Make sure that the circuit has an earth ground. 2. Apply 12 volts and listen to hear the CDI unit singing. Sometimes it's hard to hear and easier if the rear cover is removed. If good, then touch the orange trigger wire pin C to the ground. When you release this wire from ground, you should see and hear a spark at the spark plug. If your CDI box is bad and needs to be removed from the vehicle, it is held in place by 3 5mm Allen screws indicated by red arrows. With the power off, disconnect the wiring harness and remove the 3 screws. This is an image of the serviced and fully functional 3-pin CDI box from Bob Ashlock. Now on to testing the 6-pin boxes in the SC cars. Again, the 3 main areas of the ignition system are the CDI box, red arrow, the coil, blue arrow, and the distributor, green arrow. All of these components can fail, and we will go over troubleshooting them. Let's start with the Bosch CDI transformer coil. The original coil is black with the part number 0221121001 stamped on the bottom. The black ones seldomly fail. The silver replacements made in Brazil often fail. The transformer is not a traditional inductive ignition coil. It is a step-up transformer with very low inductance designed to work best with the CDI fast discharge. The basic ohm meter test, the primary resistance should be approximately 0.5 ohms between the positive and negative posts. Measure between the coil negative and the center red arrow. You should see 650 ohms. But even if that checks out okay, it does not eliminate internal arcing problems which can kill a spark. No spark coming out of your coil tower. I would recommend temporarily substituting a traditional coil, such as a Bosch VW Blue 3-ohm coil. This is just a way to eliminate whether the CDI coil has failed or not. Checking the rotor continuity. For RFI suppression, there can be as much as 5,000 ohms in the rotor resistor embedded under the potting compound. If this resistor goes open circuit, the result is no spark to the plug wires. Measure from the center of the rotor to the outer edge for continuity indicated by the red arrows. Checking your distributor signal, the green wire, the coax cable indicated by the red arrow, from the distributor can short or open internally. They are notorious for this. The cables harden due to flexing and heat and vibration, and the interconductor breaks or shorts to the outer shield. There must be continuity on both the interconductor and the outer shield and no shorting between. An open shield will cause unusual triggering problems. Use of unshielded wires makes the CDI susceptible to false triggering and latch up or no spark conditions. The engine will run. At idle, gently manipulate the cable in the area near the distributor, red arrow, and see if the engine stumbles or dies. If so, then this is a problem. You should be able to measure approximately 600 ohms between the 2 pins on the distributor connector. Remove the electrical connection from the CDI box by gently pulling it down, red arrow. Check that there is power to tab 15 indicated by the red arrow. Verify there is 12 volts and it is present during cranking and in the run key positions. Test to see if there is a spark coming out of the coil high tension lead that goes to the distributor. Remove the distributor end of the high voltage cable and plug it into a grounded spark plug. Red arrow. Important, never leave the high voltage lead of the coil unterminated, as the coil can be permanently damaged if powered. Make sure the body, threaded portion of the spark plug is well grounded, blue arrow, and do not hold the plug or the wires, you can electrocute yourself. Attach the other end of the cable to the engine ground, indicated by the green arrow. Crank the engine over and observe for spark. If you observe a spark, then go on to test the next stages. If you have no spark, verify continuity on that cable. If that shows good, then go to the next step. This is a simple test setup to determine if your 6-pin CDI unit is functional. Does not test all of the parameters for full performance. Simply verifies basic functionality and the ability to produce a spark. Make sure the circuit has an earth ground. Apply 12 volts and listen to hear the CDI unit singing. If good, then briefly touch and release the green trigger wire pin 7 to ground. You should hear and see good spark at the spark plug. If your CDI box is bad and needs to be removed from the vehicle, it is held in place by 3 5mm Allen screws indicated by red arrows. With the power off, disconnect the wiring harness and remove the 3 screws. This is an image of the serviced and functional 6-pin CDI box from Bob Ashlock. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.